The mid score that's perpendicular with the other mid score, the up score, the vert score.
I like the vert score. I like
vert
score.
Score's new.
Vert score is good. Expert in fucking, I don't know.
Great power.
For the fifth time, it's your boy Sean.
What's up, Wikimaniacs, and welcome back to the first Am I the Asshole episode of 2023. The tagline for today's episode is New Year, New Assholes. My name is Josh Shell. Joining me to kick off this year is John Consignato and Sean Salvino. What is up, guys?
How's it going, Wikimaniacs?
I like the salute. Is that a new thing?
I don't know. I saw John was doing some fucking hand shit, so I felt like I needed to do something with my hands.
I'm ignoring him completely.
I just don't know.
There you go. That's perfect.
There you go.
What's up, guys? How's your? It's not the new year yet, but how's your holidays been?
I mean, we just spent like 2 hours debating.
Together. Yeah.
Debating transracial.
If you listen to the Monday episode, it's rather lengthy, and apologies for that. But what can you do when the stories are interesting? You know what I mean?
It was interesting.
They are very interesting.
They were thought provoking, so I give you that.
They were, and you know how much we hate thinking, Sean. So what the fuck?
I barely do that. I think I only do that for this show.
So I don't like to read. Sean doesn't like to think.
And
Josh, what do you don't like doing?
Oh God, so much.
Talking to you too.
Thinking about what I hate. All right. So on today's episode, we have a daughter who wants an iPhone.
She's an asshole already.
Oh, okay.
Jesus.
You can wait 8 years like me.
You got an iPhone at age 8?
No, 8 years to get a new phone.
To get an upgrade.
Oh.
We have a boyfriend who finds out his girlfriend had plastic surgery. A bridesmaid changes wedding plans. Ooh. And finally, we have a cursed engagement ring that causes a car accident.
Oh, God.
Precious.
After that, for patrons only, we have a premature birth that reveals a dark family secret. And OP skips out on Christmas because she isn't treated like an adult. So if you want to hear those last two stories and get ad-free episodes, why don't you head on over to patreon.com/Cultivate Podcast Network.
My prediction is that the last one is not an asshole. I'll just say that.
Interesting. Right off the bat, I love it.
Right off the back.
I love these bold new, just that person's not an asshole. So go to patreon.com/Cultivate Podcast Network and sign up today to find out if Sean is correct in his prediction.
Nice. He's embracing
I love
it now.
that.
I like it.
I love
He is
that
embracing it. It doesn't sound like willingly, which, you know.
I mean, yes, it's totally willingly. I love it.
Is there anything you guys want to get into before we hop into the episode?
I just have one comment I'd like to read. It's from our kind of advertising our Patreon episode during the holiday season. Shout out to possibly the horniest Wikimaniac. Shout out Drella. You gotta give them a shout out. They wrote on our Patreon. Oh, what's up?
Speaking of Drella, oh my God. Okay, they put something on our Discord saying, whatever you do, don't look at my tweets.
What are you doing looking at her like tweets then?
I made a mistake because if you tell me not to do something, I'm gonna do it.
That's true.
So I
John
looked,
is terrible to work with. It's reverse psychology.
and Sean is right with the assumption or a prediction, whatever.
Yeah.
She is, but Drella's probably.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Oh my God. Drella, I cannot unsee things that I just saw, and I'm sick in the head. Okay.
I was gonna say this is the guy who reads porn comments.
My God. But do you, Drella?
So avoid those.
Oh, Drella's wild.
Jesus.
So due to the time and the busy holiday season, we released the Patreon episode raw and uncut.
We did.
And Drella commented on the Patreon episode. She said, "I really enjoyed having you guys all raw," or something like that. I don't remember the exact.
And uncut.
Let me see if I can find the exact. I don't want to misquote you, Drella.
God forbid you misquote that.
Oh, here we go. Drella wrote, "I enjoyed getting it raw from all three of you." Jesus Christ. So that's my only comment of the day. She makes us
Apologies in
uncomfortable
advance
all
to
the time.
Nancy, Sienna, and Juliet. We are so sorry. Please do not hurt Drella.
Yeah, she knows.
They're actually very wholesome.
They make the joke because I think they know that it makes us uncomfortable and laugh.
Yes.
So yeah. And she also they also mention their deep fear for the three of you. So
Yes.
The
be
deep
scared.
fear.
yeah.
Oh, Drella is deathly afraid of our significant others.
Okay.
Drella, you should be scared of my
Yeah.
what?
Sienna can run a half marathon, so you
She
can't
can
run.
ruin your whole online presence. It's bad.
All right, what's Nancy got?
Oh no, I mean Nancy'd probably be like, yeah, he's your loss. Go for it.
I like how Nancy's weapons is just like, yeah, it's your funeral.
Free me of the bond. You'll regret it instantly.
Nah, we love Drella. Drella's a menace that we love to have.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Drella the Menace.
Oh my god.
That should be her Reddit
Drella
account.
the menace.
All right, so let's hop into the very first story. That is listener submitted, actually. A rarity. We haven't done one of these in a while.
Wow.
It is submitted by someone who goes by L.
Do they
Call them
want to
L.
be? Oh, okay.
I'm not going to go give the name away. So, and this was through our Google Forms. So shout out to our Google
Nice.
Forms that John set up. Am I the asshole for refusing to get my teenager an iPhone?
No.
Depends on the version.
Nah. Them motherfuckers are expensive, bro.
They are.
If you're the
very much
parent
so.
and you're paying for the cellular plan, the kid gets what you pay for, I think.
I agree
And
with
then
that.
if they want to pay the difference of what you're willing to pay, then maybe. But, if you're the one paying for it, beggars can't be choosers.
Fair.
Yeah.
Says
So-
the kid that ate chicken nuggets for every meal. So I don't know. I was spoiled too. I can't talk too much shit.
Your parents never hit you, we got food at home?
No, they'd be like, we cooked this wonderful Filipino meal. And I'd be like, I want nuggets. And they would fucking youngest son syndrome, only son, youngest kid. I was fucking spoiled. And I'll admit it.
not.
I wasn't great.
Wasn't.
Shit.
I'm still not great.
You saying you are now?
No, I am fucking great, actually, now that I think about it.
No, you're wonderful, Sean. We love you.
You're the best.
We have to say that just to keep him on the podcast.
Yeah, that's the only
the
way I
ego,
keep
you
my
know?
energy up. After 2 hours of puns.
Yeah, exactly.
It's your punishment.
Jeez. Okay. I
Was
have
that
a
one? I'm
14-year-old
fucking
daughter.
paranoid. I don't
It
know.
was. It was.
It was punishment.
God damn.
I have a 14-year-old daughter. Let's call her Charlotte. Ever since she was in 6th grade, she has cared, I think, too much about popularity. My husband, 40 male, and myself, 39 female, have been dealing with her hostile behavior regarding this for years, and it's only gotten worse. As someone who was bullied pretty severely in school, I get why she would want to avoid being picked on, but at the same time, as a parent, I'm not going to give her whatever she wants. Lately, she's wanted an iPhone because according to her, everyone at school has one. We've been an Android family for many years, and Charlotte has a really nice Android phone. She insists that she's one of the only people with one, and when we ask her who is making fun of her about it, she clams up and can't give us any examples, which leads us to believe she's lying to gain sympathy and get her way.
She's a green texter, huh?
I'm going to say she is absolutely getting roasted. She's
You guys,
absolutely
what's wrong.
She's absolutely
what's wrong
getting
with the
roasted. I'm not saying I'm the one that roasts. I don't roast, but I've seen it happen in real life.
I saw Sean's face like, green text?
Oh
Be
shit!
poor.
Look,
That's a terrible mindset. That's a terrible mindset.
I never roast anybody for the green, and I don't think it's a bad thing either. I'm just saying I've seen it happen in real time and been like, oh my god. Like,
Luckily, I
yeah.
don't text anybody. So.
That's
People-
awful. John.
people in
You're
group
a
chat-
terrible person.
Me?
Wait, I didn't say that.
Yeah.
I didn't say that.
No, John.
Oh,
No, I mean, like, I didn't say that to somebody. That's the perception that people say.
that people have. Yeah. That's what he was.
Yeah.
Oh, I
that's
thought
what he
you
meant.
were saying that. I was
No,
like,
I'm
you're
not
being
saying
aggressive
that.
like this. So I was like, Jesus, John.
I'm not saying that. That's if you go on Twitter, that's what they always say about people who has.
Yeah, which is such a fucking privileged take. You know what I mean? Like, who cares? Is I
I mean, honestly, they all cost the same. To be honest, I do have an iPhone,
but you can
though.
get like cheaper Androids. You know,
Yeah.
like for families that can't afford iPhones,
true.
and that's like okay to as long as
yeah,
it
for
works and you can communicate with people.
But I will
got
say,
an
I will tell OP right now, she's getting bullied.
Yes.
And
Facts.
it's probably not like bullying, probably just like friends roasting. You know what I mean?
And they're not part of the group chats. That's what
Yeah.
it is.
No, they're part of
Yeah.
the group chats. It's just green.
Ain't it different?
Sometimes it depends, I guess, but you can get into group chats with iPhone
Like you
users
can
now.
title the and I feel like Android, they do patches to where they could like do the little heart thing that iPhones do and things like that.
Yeah, they are now. I think they're rolling that out. Yeah, so at some point it won't be that, but it's such an American way to look at the world.
Consumerism, capitalism.
Well, because like Android dominates the marketplace everywhere else in the world. And because it's cheaper. It's cheaper usually. Like not the Samsungs obviously, but like there's like cheaper phones that you can get that are Android, and that's just more popular throughout the world because not everyone can afford the most expensive thing. So it's a shitty mindset is what I'm saying. So if you bully people for having an iPhone.
Josh assumed that I would say something like that. Oh my God.
Well, you can't. I honestly was very confused because you were coming off. I was like, holy shit, John.
I mean, we were talking over each other too,
Yeah, true. It's hard to tell sometimes.
Rude.
But John did see me smile, and then I saw him smile at me smiling because I absolutely like OP thinks that her daughter's not getting. I
don't
won't
think
say
she's
bullied.
lying.
I don't think she's lying. I think she's clammed up
Yeah.
because it's probably her friends, and she doesn't want to get her friends in
Yeah.
trouble.
Yes, I agree. And like you do feel ostracized if you're not in a group chat or all your friends have this one thing and they're bullying you or making fun of you. And everything's emphasized as a teenager. So
Especially nowadays too, how everything is so
yeah, like with
Hive
Instagram, it's,
mind.
you gotta flex.
yeah, it's causing like mass depression and stuff. It's crazy. So yes, you're right. She probably is getting bullied.
I'll say slightly roasted.
Okay.
I won't say full on bullying because I've never seen
I-
like people get like actually bullied about it, but lighthearted jokes.
Yeah, but I feel it's also different as like adults. You know what I mean?
That's
like if
true.
you're a kid,
Kids
that's
are
your
much
whole
meaner.
world.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't have the filter
Kids are worse than adults when it comes to flaming people sometimes.
Yeah.
They should be cutting deep, bro. Like, oh my God.
Plus, if it's like your group of 5 friends, then they all have one. Then it's just you, and you are ostracized, I guess.
Yep.
Okay, let's continue the story and finish it up. No, that's a good point to bring up. My husband stated that if she could come up with the convincing argument as to why she needed an iPhone, he would consider it. But her response was to yell about how unfair it was that she couldn't just have one. We've given her multiple opportunities to earn enough money to buy one herself if that's really what she wants. I'm not above saying that we've been trying to bribe her into caring more about getting good grades in school, but this doesn't seem to motivate her at all. She just wants to be given the phone and not have to work for it. Our parenting philosophy has always been that you should have to work to get things, whether that's through chores, exhibiting good behavior, or good grades in school. We would never just give our children whatever they ask for, especially something as expensive as a new cell phone. So am I the asshole for refusing to give in to my teenage daughter's demands to get her an iPhone just so that she can fit in with her peers?
I'm going to say no.
No.
Just because initially it does suck as a kid hearing the word no, especially in high school. It seems like they're in high school. They say 16, right?
14?
14? Okay. Middle school, high school. Social status is everything for those kids in that, those formative years, that time period. Like, if you're not in a certain circle, you ain't shit. And when you're not in that circle, you can't. A lot of times you won't be able to, go to the parties or like hang out. That's what the point is of like school at that time. With that said, I do like that parenting philosophy because it does suck now as a kid hearing the word no, but that's something that they're probably going to appreciate down the line as adults because you do have to work for things sometimes. A lot of times you're not going to be handed things. And I think they're teaching the kid a valuable lesson about that. And I don't think they're assholes at all. From the story, it seems like they gave the kid as much opportunity to earn it. I know my parents did this when I was a kid, and I was like, hey, if you want something, your whole job right now as someone in school, all you got to do is give me good grades and pass your classes and learn. That's your only job. And if you can't give me that and you can only give me bare minimum, guess what? You're going to get bare minimum shit. So I think the kid should just make a little bit more effort, and they should not be a brat about it. And if they really want the iPhone, they got to work for it.
Yeah, I agree. Is your kid getting probably made fun of? Yes. But also, have they been given opportunity after opportunity to earn it, like you said? Yes. So simple math, things add up. You're not the asshole, I think.
Do they
You know what
add
I'm
up,
saying?
Sean?
Yeah, I think, Not
One plus one equals two.
The two mid scores, you know.
yeah.
The
mid score that's perpendicular with the other mid score.
yeah.
The up score.
The ups.
The vert score. I don't know. We'll figure something
I
out.
like the vert score. I like
Vert
that.
score.
Score's new.
Vert score is good.
But yeah, I think it's pretty simple. This one's pretty cut and dry for me. Like I said from the very beginning, you could try to find compromise, but at the end of the day, if you're not, your kid should be happy with what you provide them. And you know, you've given them opportunities to get what they want. They said no, thank you. You know?
Say
Yeah.
no, thank you back.
That's kind of where I'm at. I agree. Not the asshole, because as you guys have said numerous times, you know, working to get good grades, or if you want to pay for yourself, working at a job to pay for it. Those are good life lessons to hand to your kid. And like you're even focusing more on the grades, which is probably what you should be doing as a parent. So kudos to you. Maybe in the next upgrade cycle, if you can get a free upgrade or whatever, you can negotiate to get her an iPhone or something like that. I'm not sure. But yeah, you're not the asshole. You're being a good mom. So shout out to you.
Oh yeah.
And again, no assholes. Continuing the streak from 2022 is no listener assholes. We love it.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot that you were a listener. You're great. Hey, hi. Yeah, you're doing good. Now that I know that you actually listen, hey, you're doing great.
Sean's out here
doing a good
bullying
job.
your daughter.
But now that you know that you're listening, I will say your daughter is absolutely getting roasted.
Getting flamed.
Yes. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
As someone who's grown up with only Android, it definitely happens. It definitely happens.
Yeah, and sometimes it's not even a roasting. It's just like, what you mean you don't have FaceTime? And then that feels like, oh, you know,
Sometimes and turns into a conversation, or what, like
Yeah.
your friends are just like, oh, that's annoying or whatever. And it's like, okay, well, that's what I have.
this
you
is
know?
yeah, this is what I got. Don't be an asshole about it.
Exactly.
I had a black and white phone like throughout high school until like junior year. So
They had phones back then.
Bitch ass.
Jesus.
Yes, I am the
fuck.
asshole.
Yeah, you are. Nah, I'm just kidding.
All right, so let's move on to the second story.
You bitch.
So deserved. It's deserved. I'll take it. This one is cross-posted by Barbie_wants_T on our subreddit. Am I the asshole for not disclosing I had plastic surgery to my boyfriend?
Ooh, I'll say no.
I'm gonna say no either.
Unless it's like, okay, not to bring up the last episode, but I don't know, the transracial thing, that might be like, whoa, why is my baby, you know, you're going to end up with a Filipino baby. Like that
But
one
you
mom.
look white.
Yeah, we're both white. How do we end up with a Filipino child?
Did you sleep with someone else?
No, I'm just Filipino and I've been lying to you for that.
My parents were both white and my mom had a Filipino baby. I don't understand.
Guys, genetics doesn't matter. I think it does. I think it does, actually.
God damn. Go check out Monday's episode if you are confused right now. Let's hop into the story and see. So, I, 26 female, have been dating Max, 25 male, for 4 months. When I was 22, I had a nose job as I broke my nose twice as a kid and left it with a large bump. Then at 23, I had breast augmentations that bumped me up 2 cup sizes. These were lifelong insecurities that I was bullied over, and it was really relieving to get them done. On to the present. I met Max through a friend, and things have been great. Last night, I was strolling through my social media while on the sofa with him. I stopped on an old classmate's vacation photo where she wore a bikini and frankly had very obvious implants. In brackets, she looks great, I'm happy for her, but you can tell. Max glanced over at that moment and said, gross. I asked him what the deal was, and he said women who get implants or other surgeries are huge turnoffs to most guys, and how men prefer natural over 2 balloons, and how insecure she looks.
Wait, hold on. Have they been dating a long time already?
4 months.
Have you not seen? Has he not seen or?
Well, let's see, John. Let's see if he has seen.
Okay.
So I couldn't help but laughing and said, so you're turned off by me? He got very confused and asked what I meant. I informed him that I had procedures done before. He kept denying it and saying I was joking until I showed him old photos of me. He got really quiet and left shortly after. I got a text saying I should have disclosed this on the first date and how I led him on and that he needs to reconsider things. It's the next day and I still haven't heard anything. I'm bewildered. Am I the asshole?
I'm gonna go with no, and Max is my boy.
Misogynist.
Yes.
My boy.
There's
What
various
is-
reasons why people could get, you know, various surgeries. just because they get things that like men like boobs, just because they get big boobs, they're not getting that to please men. You know, I mean, they could if they want, but I'm saying that's not the only reason that breast augmentation exists. Like OP said, she was insecure about it. She had the funds to make it happen. She made it happen. You've been loving them for the past 4 months. You didn't say shit. I mean, it's a you problem.
I will say the insecurity stems mostly from, you know, a misogynistic society where we've instilled in women that you need big boobs, big butt to be attractive. And then this guy, you know, it's damned if you do, damned if you don't, because there's men will just criticize women because
they criticize just to criticize.
They're just pieces of shit sometimes. And yeah, she's doing it because she wants to do it with her own body. And why do you care?
Bro, you probably benefited from that shit. Like,
yeah,
I'm not gonna say anything.
Well, not
dirty,
benefit. Well, you know what I mean. Yeah, not benefit.
You
but
know,
like,
you know,
you enjoyed.
You enjoyed.
You enjoyed.
Yeah.
This guy's giving me that one meme. The does he know? Does he know? You
but
know,
also, you should. How do you not know?
No. I'm saying the meme. Does he know?
Oh yeah, but I'm saying like, how did he not know? You know what I mean?
Motherfucker, you don't know what like.
I'm not an expert, but I imagine as time has gone on, surgeries have gotten better, technology has gotten better.
Maybe.
Who's to say? You know? I don't know.
So I peek behind the curtain. Sienna and I were discussing this story in the car as we were driving home because I was like, oh, I got some stories, and I was telling her some of them, and she was like, no, you can usually tell. And she's like, it's not a bad thing. It's just you can tell usually when women have enhancements because it's like they're not usually that perky all the time, or they're not, you know, that perfect looking. And so she's like, if you're not observant, especially if it's your girlfriend who you've probably seen naked, or at least, you know,
done stuff.
Not assuming, maybe they haven't, but assume like you should probably be able to have been able to tell by now is what she said. So not judging her, like she can do whatever she wants to her body. It's her body. If she feels better in her body that way, more power to her. Fuck this Max guy.
Unless it's switching races, and then we're still conflicted.
And then we're up in the air.
And then we're like, wait a second. I don't
and
know.
We're not sure yet.
Sorry, that last comment about Monday's episode.
Hey, did Max fuck?
He might not have. He might not have.
So we do have some updates to go along with the story. So, all right, y'all. I got a text from him a few minutes ago asking to meet up as he thinks he wants to continue the relationship and wants to talk things over.
Dump his ass.
After reading all these comments and some thinking, I've sent back along the lines of his reaction made me realize he's not the partner I'm looking for, and that I've decided to not continue our relationship. So yeah, I'm single now, kind of confused if I should mention this to future dates before we officially weed out any more like him. How do you even bring this up? She says, oh, well, I like me. I'm content with my natural and unnatural parts, and I'll find someone who doesn't have a huge hang up on plastic surgery. So, you know.
There's got to be some incels in the comments saying, hey, what does it look like? Let me see.
Yeah, probably. Fuck. There's a second update.
I've been seeing that a lot on Twitter recently.
Twitter has gotten so bad lately.
Like, just Elon. Like, I don't know what boobs look like. Show me. And I'm like, what? But then there's like thousands of comments, and I'm like, I'm sure at least one of these is boobs.
Can we just all collectively get off Twitter? It's a cesspool of Elon stans and people watching Elon stans destroy the platform.
I have them all blocked, but
I mean,
to be honest,
I haven't been on in months.
I haven't seen too much. I see mostly, you know, maybe the algorithms are working, but I see mostly like anti-Elon stuff.
Yeah, I block all his
good.
work. Like all the keywords that I don't want to say, I block.
Nice. I
don't block anything, so it's kind of just
wholesome
working.
As fuck. It's all like dog pictures, wrestling, and sports.
It's almost like the platform wasn't broken to begin with.
Yes.
Oh.
Did you see he's stepping down, I guess?
Because of that poll?
Because everyone voted him off
twice.
Twice.
You love to see that happen.
Yeah, good. So final update. He finally replied to my text and said, I was hopeful that we could start over on an honest beginning, but I guess only one of us is mature enough to look past each other's shortcomings in the relationship.
Shortcomings? Fuck you, man. Absolutely fuck you. Shortcomings?
Yeah.
You're insane. She has, in regards to this argument, has no shortcomings. This is all your insecurities, bro. You fucking suck.
Maybe it's your shortcomings.
Maybe
is that one? I never know when the pun is coming.
Maybe he's quick to come? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, what's happening?
I don't know. I don't know what's happening.
God
He
damn.
continues
Take it as
on.
how you want it.
He continues on and says, I'm glad you revealed the part about yourself before I got too involved. Goodbye. Good luck finding someone, because no real man would respect someone who can't even respect their own body.
Dude, welcome to another edition of Does This Guy Fuck? It's going to be a no for me.
He won't be for a while, that's for sure. She then follows up and says, wow, I was comfortable with my decision before, but now I'm extra comfortable. Blocked and by. He never deserved this limited edition set.
Man, he fumbled the bag big time, bro. Come on now.
Well, he didn't deserve anything.
That's true.
He's a piece of shit. So women, don't put up with men like this. Love yourself, whatever you choose to do with your body. And if you have someone like this, cut them the fuck off. And do surgery to them. Cut them off.
Holy shit.
There we
I don't
go.
know we cannot advise.
Metaphorically.
Okay.
We're gonna have to vote you out as president, my guy. We're gonna need another white Canadian to fill
No,
this.
we're running a poll,
Good God.
Should Josh step down as president?
and then we're going to run it again.
Wait, I didn't know he ran it twice. That's so funny.
He did.
I did not know he ran it twice.
He was like, oh, bots could have spammed this, and then he ran it again. Like bots couldn't spam the second one.
Oh, man. What an
God.
idiot.
Billionaires are stupid. How are they rich? All right. Speaking of cutting, trim your pubes.
Whoa.
That's what we're going to go out
Seamless.
on that. And into an ad break.
Which is how your
So-
balls will feel after you use the lawnmower 4.0. Tell them more about it, Josh.
Or whoever does the ad break.
Or
reading.
whoever does that for you.
All right. We are back. Hopefully with
Smoother ball.
smoother nether regions and better smelling nether regions, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
You know, so
Nether
that you
regions.
too can fuck and not be on Sean's Does He Fuck list. There we go. That's the
There it
promotion.
is. There it
If
is.
we ever sell an ad slot for Does He Fuck, that'll be the promotion.
Manscaped presents Does He Fuck?
Does he fuck?
Definitely not, but he could with the Manscaped.
Holy shit.
Our patrons play not to hear this, so we're going to move on. So, am I the asshole for causing my friend to elope? And it's submitted by I Scream at Kittens on our subreddit
Why would you scream at kittens?
because they're adorable.
Yeah, maybe they're screams of joy.
Okay, I'm about to say
Like Sienna's niece screams at Ringo because she is overjoyed and it scares her.
Okay.
But yeah.
Cause them to elope. Maybe they can't afford a wedding.
Okay.
I'll say they're adults. You can't cause them to do anything. You can maybe put the idea in their head, but they made their own decision. They eloped.
Maybe it has a
enough.
toxic family saying like, you gotta go to a church wedding, a big gigantic wedding that puts you in a financial burden for like how many years?
John hates
They're like,
big
nah,
weddings.
do it. I do hate weddings. Me and my wife always talk about it. Like, we wish we never had a big wedding.
I think the industry is predatory. I'll say that.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck yeah.
But I
Yeah,
will
we'll
say
for
the
cheap.
party is fun.
Yes. I will say that too.
The party is fun.
All right, let's hop into it and see if you guys are correct. So, I, 32 female, have cervical myelopathy. We're going to go with
words.
that from a snowboarding injury. I need surgery from it, but due to the healthcare system, I've been waiting for years and it's getting worse. One of my best friends was supposed to be married in 2020, but due to the pandemic, she has pushed it back to October 2022. So at the point, I was still able to walk and she wanted to have it at a national park. The walk is about a 2-kilometer uphill to a waterfall and a lake. The walk has roots, so I can't ride a wheelchair there. So I guess the predicament is she could walk when it was originally planned, but now she can't
Yeah, now she
due to the
can't.
accident.
Yeah.
So it's been over 2 years, and I told her a few months ago I probably can't make the walk. We brainstormed some other solutions, but in the end, it doesn't look like there is an easy way for me to attend. There was a guy friend coming that could help carry me, but he moved countries and decided not to. She apologized and said it was her dream to get married at that waterfall, and I said I understood, but I was definitely not happy about it since we had been friends for years and I was expected to attend. I did say to a mutual friend that I wasn't happy for her choice of the wedding venue, and I wish she valued me enough to change it so I can go. I know when she made the plans, I confirmed I could go, but I think she should be able to change plans since time has passed. The friend I was offloaded to the bridesmaids, and people took sides. Some contacted the bride and told her to change the venue because they felt like I should be allowed to attend, and others said it was planned for and I shouldn't expect it to change for me. I didn't realize how bad it got until the bride came back and accused me of trying to ruin her wedding. I said I just told a friend what I thought and I didn't go any further. She called me selfish and told me it was her wedding and the pandemic wasn't her fault. She couldn't control that in that time it had gotten worse. I told her that she can't, but if she had any compassion for me, she'd change it somewhere I can go. And then she hung up on me. She then canceled the wedding completely, but I heard she basically eloped and got married to her fiance with only half the bridesmaid and her parents present. The ones who defended me and argued with her said that she cut them out of the wedding and she also stopped talking to them. I feel really bad now because I didn't actually want to go to the wedding badly enough to lose her as a friend, but I didn't think she would cut all of us off as a result. I don't know if I should contact her or what to say, or even if I'm in the wrong in this. So am I the asshole?
I'm gonna go with yes.
Yeah.
That was a labored yes.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for your situation, and I'm sorry that this happened to you. It seemed like it completely changed your lifestyle. However, comma, it is not your wedding.
Yes.
Yeah.
Point blank period. I'm gonna leave it at that. It's not your wedding. It's not your dream. It sounds like that's where they want your friend. That's their dream venue or destination, whatever. You could have just said, "Hey, I can't do it. I'm out," and left it at that instead
See
of
you
having
at the-
those snide.
Yeah.
See you at the reception
ceremony or
something
the
like
reception.
that.
Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. And then, you could have just, to be honest, you could have just shut the fuck up and not say anything to the other bridesmaids.
Yeah.
Because then that created a rift, and you're putting the burden on the bride to decide, And I feel like they actually had a better wedding without you because it seemed like you were causing a stir, my friend. So
Yeah.
I'm going with asshole on this one.
Yeah. It doesn't feel great calling, a sick person an asshole, but also, you did a lot of things not
Deserved it.
particularly that have to do with your sickness. You kind of made the wedding about you. Which, sickness or not great. You know what I mean? I agree with John completely. You could have just, shut the fuck up. Okay. Are you truly the first incident that started everything telling a friend? I will say, innocent mistake. You just needed to vent maybe. The friend that went to the bride after that kind of really fucked things up. For all of this to happen and for you not to step in and be like, whoa, I'm just not going to go, guys. It's okay. But instead to fucking double down and have people watch the bridal party fucking explode from the inside out and not do anything to stop it. And when the bride calls you to be like, yo, what the fuck? You're still if you had any compassion.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
You would fucking, bro, you're a fucking dickhead. You absolutely suck. Typically with these stories, I do go with the bride or the groom or things because planning this shit is so fucking stressful and any other and expensive and just you're not in a normal state of mind when you're doing this thing. So to add more stress on top of that and to watch your best friend group fucking explode, dude.
Yeah.
I would fucking leave everybody too. I'd be like, yeah, fuck you guys. Do y'all not see this is crazy? This is fucking crazy. Yeah, I don't know.
And that part too. I don't know if I misheard it, Josh, but I think they also said, "Oh yeah, I didn't really want to go to this wedding, anyways." But
they basically said I didn't want it that badly, which is
see, that's
after
what
the
makes it
fact.
even more fucked up.
Yeah.
God, I just think you're a terrible person now, sickness or not. I think you're just a selfish person. So
Yeah. Well, and on top of that, the bride did try and work with you to try and get you there.
Yes.
It's just things didn't work out and it was out of her control that way. And this is her dream wedding and you have ruined that forever, which is, she went, but it's still, or no, she got eloped, right?
No, she went, but, or it sounds like she went. It sounds like she went and just didn't have the whole
it could have been
experience
that.
there because it could have been her whole friend group, but it was just half of them. So
It doesn't actually say whether they had it at the waterfall or whatever it was.
I would hope.
That's
my
I
head
hope
canon
yeah.
is that they were like, fuck it. We don't give a fuck about any of these people anyways. Let's go.
But also you ruined dozens
big
of
time.
friendships.
yeah,
For sure.
But yeah, I agree. You should have stepped in and been like, hey guys, I am upset. I was just venting. I apologized. That was not my intention. Go have the wedding. and I'll see you at the ceremony after or the reception after, and like we
or
can
just
have
when
fun
y'all
there.
get back. Yeah, some
Yeah.
shit. You to
Someone
where you'd
Skype
be
me
like,
in.
hey, look, this is not the bride's fault. Let's not
Yes.
fucking. She's stressed enough as is. Let's not fucking make this a huge deal. But instead,
Yeah.
you're like, yes, burn this whole thing.
If
and
you
then
cared enough, you would let me come with you.
That's
And it's
so fucking wild.
Holy,
That's so wild.
To put that on her is just not fair. And like your situation isn't fair. I'll give you that. But to then burden other people with the guilt of and then ruin their wedding is really shitty. So you're 100% the asshole for me. Nice. I like that one. Clean, concise, asshole.
Just like when I poop naked. Concise.
Clean, concise, and weird.
To you, it's normal to others.
To at least one other person, John, it is normal.
That's one more person.
I will
There's
say
more
there are
out there in the
probably
world.
a fuck ton of people that fucking love the
lot.
shit nude. They're
Well,
just not in this.
We're gonna
room.
find out when that episode releases, and we hear if more people have started or do it anyway.
No,
It's
guaranteed there are people that fucking have to shit. I know people that have to shit shirtless, like they have to take their shirt off. I don't know about like taking off your pants and underwear completely, like not just to the ankles, but like completely off. But I'm sure it exists. I'm sure there's a community.
Interesting. Okay, well, we'll find that community.
r/nude shitters.
We find out
Start it,
John's
John.
been the moderator
mod,
for that for
baby.
years. Oh God! All right, let's go hop into the last story here. Am I the asshole for telling my soon-to-be mother-in-law that my engagement ring is cursed? And this one comes from best of Redditor updates that I found myself.
Am I a fan of like family heirlooms? Yes. Am I a fan of forcing them to be your fucking wedding ring? No, that's weird. Like the bride and groom should pick what kind of rings they want. They shouldn't be fucking burdened with a fucking family heirloom as the ring they have to wear every day. I don't think so, fam. I think it's weird, but maybe that's
Maybe that's
me.
Maybe that's you, Sean. I'll give you a bit of a spoiler. That's not quite where the story goes.
Oh, okay.
I love your assumptions. What about you, John?
I got nothing.
Nothing? Okay.
No.
That's fine. You don't always have to have something, and it's okay. Okay. I'll continue on then.
Continue.
I will say it hasn't come out yet because I haven't edited it, and y'all are gonna get on me for talking about the other show. But my other show, I will not name it because I get flamed for it. I
Shots
guess.
and thoughts, baby.
God damn. We did
and
it after
thoughts.
hours where I was like, hey, why don't we read like 2 Reddit posts, just
Copy
to.
us. Whoa.
I didn't do Am I the
We're gonna
Asshole?
roll a die here, okay?
I didn't do
We're
Am
gonna
I the
start
Asshole?
freestyling.
Hey, I would welcome the freestyle game here.
It's like the. I kind of want to hear Josh.
I want to hear Josh rap is what I'm
Yes.
saying.
Oh, come on.
He's
Can we
been
do
on
it
the
one
show.
time? If it's
Yeah.
allowed, Sean, it's your creative right.
Oh, we can play any of the game Shots and Thoughts plays here. I don't
Oh.
care. No one listens to that anyways. But anyways, we did like 2 Reddit posts, and everything I do in after hours is kind of like they don't prepare for it or whatever. Like going into it, they didn't know that we were going to do Reddit posts. But after doing it, I was like, oh yeah, not everybody is like, I don't know. Like they didn't talk about it like we talk about it. And I was just like, oh yeah, this is just not for everybody, I guess. Like it's
just
not
didn't care?
No, they cared, but they said like 2 sentences and then moved on. I was like, oh yeah, I guess not everybody, I don't know. So,
Gets as passionate about it.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I
It's
was
a
like,
gift
yeah.
that we're as passionate about this.
We found the 3 people that are fucking get heated about this shit.
That's funny. I'm can't wait to listen to that.
I love my other show too. Can't say that part is particularly exciting.
Okay.
I was just like, wow, yeah, that's I guess doing what Josh and John do is pretty difficult, I guess. I don't know.
And you,
We
Sean.
gotta make
and
a
me.
reaction for everything. We gotta make it interesting and play off of each other. So.
Yeah. They were just like,
Sometimes-
okay, what's the next one? And I was like, that's all y'all got to say about it? Okay, we're moving on.
Moving on.
Pain.
Yeah, I was like, never going to do that again.
Now, did you pick interesting stories, Sean?
To be honest, I didn't prepare the stories. I just picked the top ones from the week. So,
Okay, so that could've
that's
been
a little bit on the host too. I can't put it all on my guys.
And to be fair, when Chris did hop on, he was just surprised how fucking terrible everyone
Yeah.
is.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Chris went into that prepared to like react and things like that. So that's,
yeah.
but
Chris
anyways.
came out of that episode broken.
Yeah, he was depressed.
That's what we love to do to our guests.
It's like, y'all do this for an hour and a half, multiple times a week?
Twice a week, baby.
We're like, yeah.
Oh, goodness. Well, that's
why we keep
interesting.
it light.
Yeah, we try. All right, so let's hop into this. Am I the asshole for telling my soon-to-be mother-in-law that my engagement ring is cursed? I, 26 female, just got engaged. My soon-to-be mother-in-law is a nightmare. We are currently renovating a part of our place, and she has been lent a key in the meantime because she keeps coming over uninvited under the guise of helping clean up. But really, she just likes to snoop and interfere. I do a martial arts class and take my engagement ring off before class. I came home from an afternoon class one day and my engagement, I cannot say engagement for
Engagement.
my engagement ring was not in the jewelry dish that I usually leave it in. I asked her about it and she told me that she had taken it to a jeweler to get it cleaned. She looked super smug about it, and when I asked which jeweler, she pretended she couldn't remember. I didn't want to give her the satisfaction of having a reaction to it, so I just let it slide for a couple days. After a couple days had passed, I asked her about it again, and she's super vague, still pretending she can't remember which jeweler and saying she's too busy to go pick it up anytime soon. So I said, wow, I really feel for that jeweler. I hope nothing happens to her. She then asked me what I meant, and I told her that my superstitious Brazilian grandmother had performed some sort of traditional ritual on it, so that is usually known to curse anyone who takes handle of the ring other than the owner.
Oh, hell yeah. That's awesome.
This is fucking hilarious.
She looked uneasy and asked me a couple more questions about the ritual, and I made up some story about how my mother's ring had been taken by a burglar who was crushed by a pillar of cement on his way out of the house. The next day, my fiance told me that while I was out, she was there to clean up a little bit. And lo and behold, I get home and find my ring where I had left it. It didn't look any cleaner than it had before.
My God.
A week later, I received an abusive call from her saying that she'd been in a minor car accident and that she's blaming me and my witch doctor grandma, saying that she was now cursed for having touched it. I passed the phone to my fiance, who tried to calm her down, but she was hysterical. I told my fiance what I had told her, and he scolded me a bit because we both know how she is, and I should have known how she'd react. It's been a further week since then, and she refuses to talk to me and keeps slandering me to my fiance. Overall, he sort of recognizes how ridiculous she's being, but the drama of the situation is making me wonder if the whole cursed tale was taken a bit too far. So am I the asshole?
I'm gonna go with no. That shit is funny as fuck.
I think you're a
And
genius.
And maybe that'll teach your mother-in-law a lesson to not be snooping around shit all the time. Boundaries by witchcraft.
I love that. So fucking funny.
Fucking incredible.
Yeah, it's also like just ignorance to be like, oh, Brazilian curse. Like
That sounds real.
it sounds real. It must be true. I don't know any other culture besides mine.
I'd honestly go a step further and just start speaking Portuguese out of nowhere and just like do some random incantations and just scare the shit out of her. I don't
Screaming
know,
at her
maybe
in tongues.
get like fake blood and just like, just revolve around.
Jesus Christ.
Honestly, I would do some shit like that.
Yeah, then you might be the asshole.
Yeah.
I would be. Yeah, that's true.
But it's wild that she just took your ring.
Right.
Like that's fucked up.
And didn't even clean it.
Yeah.
So what did they do?
I don't know, but
She just held
said
on
it
to it.
wasn't as clean as it
Yeah.
wasn't any cleaner than it was before.
Yeah,
She was just like, I took it to the cleaners.
yeah, but I'm not telling
And
you.
that's it?
Yeah, what's
I
the
can't
end
remember
game
which one.
there?
What was the end game? Yeah.
I honestly have no idea. Like just some sort of power move, I guess, to get her to accuse her of something so that she can be like, oh, what are you accusing me of? And then she actually gets it cleaned and gives it back to her. I don't know. It's weird.
I don't know. It's weird.
I mean, at this point, curse her for real. Like, you might as well. Like, it's already there.
Call your grandma.
Yeah, I'll be like, hey, yo,
curses?
Mima. What's with a curse? Like,
Yeah, I wanted a better curse than just a minor car accident. You know what I mean? Crushed by a pillar sounds cool. Let's
Yeah,
do that
to be
one.
honest, you got off light.
Yeah.
and
Could
did
be
she just
way
come
worse.
up with that shit on the fly? Because that's some
No, it's
creative
fucking
improv
genius.
shit.
It's impressive.
You got to write some stuff.
I enjoy it.
Yeah.
So there is a slight update here. I really did not expect this sort of response to this post. Thank you all so much for the awards, which I think Shadowcat MD posted in Discord. She's like, why are people so shocked when posts blow up? It's like, you posted it there. Isn't this what you hoped for? But
True.
anyway,
I get people being shocked, but not people being like shocked and like take it down. You know what I mean? Like, because we're
Right.
still shocked that people listen to our show in general, which
That's
I think
fair.
would be a similar situation. But if we were like, oh my God, people are listening, and then we just deleted our show out of
Deleted
existence, then that'd be
everything.
like, what the fuck?
so fiance and I have had a big chat, and he's admitted he has to step up when it comes to his mother. He's retrieved her key an hour ago, and he told her not to worry about the curse because it would have no effect on anyone who touched it without malice intent.
I'm dead. I'm fucking dead. He's stumbling
shout out
down.
to
Yo,
Yes.
he's a beast.
I like that.
Yo.
Big
That's
thanks to the
wild.
commenters who suggested that absolute gold approach. So it was a commenter who suggested that.
Damn.
So
when
funny.
when Reddit becomes like a fucking actual place of advice, that's
Unity.
What's up.
Hell yeah. So
Woo, that was
kudos to
good.
you and your husband.
That was a good one. That was a good
That's
one.
fucking wild.
God damn.
Malicious intent. That's so good.
All right. And that is it for this episode, Wikimaniacs.
We're tired.
What did you think? We are tired. It is a very late episode. The holidays have been trouble to plan around. So were these people assholes or were they angels? Let us know in the comments down below on YouTube or in Discord or on our subreddit.
Subreddit.
I'm muting John. If you want to hear more, please consider subscribing to the show and giving us a rating and review on whatever platform you are on, or considering sharing the podcast with a friend. I stumbled through all of that. And don't forget, you can get the last 2 stories that we did behind the Patreon, at patreon.com/cultivate podcast network. Go sign up and you'll get 2 stories every single week on Fridays and bonus episodes like the one we did on over the holidays. So go check that one out. Thank you, Sean and John, for coming on today and giving your take. And thank you, Wikimaniacs, for another great week. We will see you guys on Monday.
Later.
Expert in fucking, I don't know.
For the 5th time, it's your boy Sean.